Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So, I said I was going to start the next episode, or start this episode actually with, being in the Enclave, but, I know when I tried to play it outside of New Game Plus, it said I wasn't allowed in there. So I said, screw it, I'm not dealing with it, so I came here to this location. Nice little hidey hole back there, nobody's usually around, so I can happily say, welcome into the game. I will say this much. I'm probably going to do 1 or 2 episodes today. I know it's going to get pretty interesting, I think, very soon. Just a matter of getting to it. Eorzeea? Goes me. This will be the first time I meet the leaders of the Alliance in official capacity. More stiff greetings, pleasantries, formalities. Does that sound about right? Yes. Let's hope that the coming meeting passes more peaceably than the last such gathering in Alamigo. Strolla has told me all, and I duly told Orianja and Cryo. Cryo in particular was concerned about Alphino, but I assured her that everything can be done is being done. She agreed to continue with her own task for the time being, on the condition that I contact her the moment there is any development. So that leaves 4 of us to attend the council. Our involved is here to assist with security. Incidentally, though, the poor lad seems altogether too distracted for the task. Another one missing Alphino, I expect. But it's almost time. As soon as you're ready, present yourself to the guardsmen at the palace entrance. I shan't be far behind. Silent Seventh Dawn, welcome to Alamigo. The Alliance leaders are ready. May I show you in? Yes. Lot of cutscenes about to play. It's gonna be fun.
Mistress Lys, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure to formally welcome the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean Alliance.
The pleasure is ours, Your Grace. I know I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to stand with our comrades of the Alliance.
And we for our part are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Lord Hien of Doma, at your service. Pray, accept my heartfelt thanks for your generous invitation.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you for journeying so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have played in bringing all of us together. In times of great unrest, you and yours have been our constant companions, without whom we would not be here.
With apologies to Lord Hien and Mistress Alisaie, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
The day I lost my arm and my freedom. As I lay in my cell, never did I dream that I would one day be given the chance to represent my homeland at this council. I would not even be alive had you not plucked me from the jaws of death. You, Yugiri, and Alphino.
I too owe my presence here to Alphino, in so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work as best I can.
Come, friends. Let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future. My Lord Hien, pray, tell us how things stand in the east.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
The Empire will not so easily change its ways. If the Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations. But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Ascians.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions. They who bestowed upon him the secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
While I see the wisdom in targeting the Ascians, an assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic: subterfuge.
You have an idea?
Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the Scions, and you mayhap best of all. Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus. We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
Well, it does have the ring of truth about it. And were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
But at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around the Empire. Ultimately, however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne. It is no coincidence that one of Varus's first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent, family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces, would be too enticing to ignore.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial territory. With a team of operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
Doma already has shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity. 'Twas his plot that scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
Oh, this looks like fun.
That way. Sorrow.
This looks like a lot of fun.
History must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity.
Oh no.
Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life. Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
What's the matter?
There's a voice!
Oh crap, everybody else is getting affected.
Spies in our midst.
No.
I sense no such presence.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Okay. Okay.
Is it over?
Oh, we lost Thancred.
Master Thancred!
Oh, he's out.
12 for Fend. Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready. Swiftly!
Well.
Master Thancred remains in slumber. Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, my lady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors. Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Everything went
Alizé and I
quiet.
heard a voice in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
Hell yes.
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely.
Your testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh.
Cold. Oops.
Cold.
I myself examined Thancred. Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul.
Ooh.
That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether. A consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian, the Hebrea. The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend. Don't worry. I'll see to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
Thank you, Lys. As the Elder Seedseer says, 'tis no ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
Whoever or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
Well. Don't worry about Thancred, I'll send word as soon as there's any change. Yeah, since they're indeed responsible, we must take steps to protect ourselves, though I know not how. Never I encountered such phenomenon. If this is magic, it's beyond my ken. That's a first. Just tried to call Orion and his link pro, didn't respond, but I dare to hope that he possesses some knowledge we do not. Orion. Something happened during the meeting. Thancred's collapsed. This embodied voice suddenly started. What? But that's... We should talk about this person. Alright, we'll meet you there. Was Orion hearing the voice too? Ah. It's Hydaelyn. As we alone were afflicted at the meeting, I had my suspicions, but the voice also spoke to Orion. Be little doubt. Sounds were targeted specifically. By whom and to what end is a question, onto which we must find an answer with all possible haste. Orion agreed to meet us at the Rising Stone. If any of the others heard the voice, we'll find out soon enough. Good luck. I should get back to the meeting with the Elder Seedseer, but if there's anything I can do, anything at all, you must let me know, alright? Promise me. Alright, let's be on our way. Oh, thank God I didn't have to spend any gil.
Eorzeans! Gods, it's good to see you.
Would that our meeting were under happier circumstances. I judged the voice sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect on our comrade.
You heard it too, then?
Aye. And all but certainly at the selfsame instant. Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Ascians doing?
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known. Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
To Alamigo, then, without further delay.
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation. Yes, I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
Indeed not. Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin. Naturally, my suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Indeed. I shall make it my task to...
Oh no.
The voice. It calleth to me once more.
Oh no, 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 no. Oh crap. Orange's down.
I hear it too.
Oh goddamn.
Only you. Only you.
Why do you keep saying only you? You got all of us, you bastard.
No!
Dickhead.
Throw wide the gates.
Oh, we're okay.
No. No, this can't be happening!
Ah, crap, they're both out. Well,
Y'shtola! Eorzean! Open your eyes! Open your eyes, I beg you! Say something! Anything! Not again. Please, not again.
Well, that's good. They finally came over. Ah, crap. Wonder what everybody else thinks before we talk to Alizé. As a mage, I have some few scholar acquaintances of my own, and will reach out to them for any insights. It may not be much, but 'tis my only little way of aiding Mistress Alizé. Spoken earnestly of doing more to ease the senior scion's burdens, but not under these circumstances, nor less so soon. I hope I will be equal to the challenge. Didn't the same thing happen to Thancred? Who's bloody next? Ah, crap. Found these old bones just as I am. I should not have been the one to be struck down. Sister and I will take turns keep watch with Sovereign Archons. We'll not leave them unattended even for a moment. Good. Everybody's got our backs. Not be discounted that Mistress Kara has heard the voice as well. I will task Tara to send word to her of what has come to pass. This is an unprecedented predicament for the Scions, but we must remain strong, the least of us, first of all. Forgive me, that was an unseemly display. Happened before your very eyes, my lady. None here would have behaved any differently. We have borne the two of them to private chambers, but tell me, is it true that Master Thancred languishes in a like state in Alamigo? Afraid so. A given circumstance, it would be best to observe them together. I'll send word at least they should be brought here. Take heart, my lady. The world is full of scholars and knowledgeable folk of every persuasion. Someone out there is bound to know what ails our comrades, and how it may be cured. Thus will we rouse them, no matter what. That we will, Hori, that we will. But first things first, our comrades will have questions. May I ask that you explain the situation to them? I must attend to a private matter. I promised I'd vid someone Liminza. He's been waiting at Maelstrom Command for a while now. No, you should come along too. I think he'd be glad to see you. So Thancred's down, Y'shtola's down, and we lost Eorzean. That's the thing. Who's all getting affected? They brought up a good point. Lise, or they think Prowl might be getting affected, so they're gonna get to Tara. Tara could be getting affected. We don't know. We don't have any connection to Alphinaud right now, so we don't know if Alphinaud's getting affected by the voice. It seems like nobody else in our group there was getting affected, so I guess that's a good sign, because it means none of the lesser, well, I guess you could say the younger members of the Scions is getting affected. It only seems to be the senior members. Corral only joined us somewhat recently, so I wonder if she is. Man, I cannot wait till I make money. It's a swath of red on the floor by J. Katsuki. I don't know what the hell that is. Paint red. Mr. Zalze, are you? She usually visits alone. Still, it'd make a welcome change for the little one. As you probably guessed, it's Gabu we've come to see. The private here will bring him out to us. Ever since the maelstrom took him in, I've tried to visit as often as I can, and after what befell our friends, I was taken on the urge to visit again. It's difficult to explain. Little
Here
man.
he is, my lady.
Little man lives.
Gabu, it's been too long.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
I see. You're still fighting. I'm proud of you. We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphinaud and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet. You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens? I was feeling pretty low back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones. Not like now. I've seen my share of trouble since coming to Eorzea. Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well. But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear.
Still have me? You don't have to bear this burden alone. Yeah, it's not me.
And for that I am grateful. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Probably go off with some mission in the burn and go beat the crap out of Alphinaud.
Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day. Come on. We have friends to save.
Kabu's looking at her like, I'm not a friend? Let's return to the Ride Stone and take it from there. I got to pay money to go back there. Thanks again for agreeing to come. It meant a lot to me. Please don't say I had to pay. I don't have enough money. I'm a poor, poor man in a poor, poor world. Really? 444 exactly. Wow. The worst part is, while I'm playing this, and I'm watching something off to the side, slowly my irritation levels are increasing. You can guess what. Take as many guesses as you want. Slightly increased. Should we talk to anybody here? I'm not really interested. No, I guess I don't really. Besides, we still perform our duty, make up for the burden of our comrades who cannot. We will continue our watch over the beach tribes and do whatever else may be required of us. Oh, okay, I guess everybody kind of does it. I did some thinking on my way back, and I think Hori is right. We need to seek out outside help. Ordinarily, we would turn to our own experts on such matters, but they're both among the stricken. I will begin by reaching out to the myriad guilds and reaching institutions here in Eorzea. Additionally, Grandfather and Minfilia had a wealth of connections between them. I mean to explore those avenues too. We'll find a way to save everyone, mark my words. Much and more has happened in recent days, some of it for the good, some not so. But all around me, people continue their fight. When Shinobi search for Alphinaud and Alliance members who make ready to move against the Empire, they march on to face of great adversity, bearing heavy burdens. Everyone is playing their part, and so must I. You have your own part to play, I know, and it's bigger than most, so I won't keep you. Just promise that you'll visit me from time to time, and I promise I'll have good time to share with you when you do. Current instance occurred at any time using the instance text command. Wait, what? Oh, meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
The Populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your Radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart. Have you no words for me? Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly. Why do you hesitate? Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave, Father.
I should be the one to sigh. I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then, thanks to Lahabrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back. Elidibus was ever a warrior, A most tiresome trait, would you not agree? What? Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery. Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms. You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern. Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it. Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know. The Founding Father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos. Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty. To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power, and there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns. To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alec.
Oh, he killed him. I don't feel like it's that easy, though.
You fiends are overfond of your own voices.
Some more than others.
Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
Such a waste of time and energy, both yours and mine. Lest you forget, you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game. Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You, of all people, should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
Well, there's Alpha now. Although, where's the other members of the, Populares? They must have left. That or they're somewhere else. Or could be dead. Win-win. In the wild. Dead, all dead, yet I see no wounds, nor any evidence of battle. Damn them, they finally used it. The Empire developed an alchemical weapon in Gearbonia, a gas, Black Rose, it's called. And breathing in is to breathe your last. And that did this. I thought the project abandoned, its vile fruit destroyed, but naught else could have wrought such an atrocity. Fools, what did they hope to gain with this butchery? Can they not see that a rule won through terror will not endure? How many more provinces must they lose? Nay, wait, this is not the work of men but monsters, the Ascians. It cannot be a coincidence that their trail led us here. Their objective was never to rule, but to sow strife and discord. Such crime does not bear the mark of the bringers of chaos. Black Rose cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Ascians and put it into their plot. Alright, but with that, we have a bit of an extended episode for this one. Ain't that fun? So with that, guys, all I have to say is this. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. We come back, ladies and gents. Talk to Alize here and see if we can find anybody who might be able to help us determine what the voice is and if there's any way to be helping our fellow Scions. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.